Well, pretty much by the book convention here. Only one destroyer, not two.
Yeah.
But all the ships, standard picks, double Montana.
Absolutely. Midway on our side, which is a bit of a surprise. Hakuria is very definitely the preferred pick for this metagame. And I've got to figure out what is causing that mod to keep popping up its option bar at the start of each match. However, prepare for ramming speed.
Still no one else.
Preparations.
Points.
Preparations complete. Well, I'm sure we can have a stern word with the teams for next week and see if they can mandate it on me.
Also, yeah, restart. This is the wrong map.
Yeah. Oops.
Wrong map. This is not the right one.
Yeah, that's it. Let me just check the map rotation.
This is the right map, but look at the cap circles.
Oh, it's the wrong... This is the clan setup, not the standard domination. Right, so... Oops. Oh, well, I was surprised we almost got through the evening without that happening. Because it's far too easy to do. Right, so... Heading back, calling a restart.
I think that everyone's still in moving.
Huh.
Are we playing this?
I have absolutely no idea, but by the book we should restart. But you know what? I think both teams are quite happy to just play on.
Tank has not said anything.
Well, let's just get this show on the road. So, kind of an interesting setup. So, Clemson there grabbing an early cap point in C, but he's got torpedo bombers coming his way. He's also got enemy fighters coming his way. Now, BSW put their torp bombers up early to try and get some reconnaissance.
332 Hakuria, by the way, not 422.
Yeah, that's interesting. Wow.
Oh, strafe.
May not matter. Good strafe there. Back strafe from the Exons, but straight back out, goes for the bombers.
That could have been so much worse.
He lost 2 fighters, and that put a big dent in his firepower, but right now, that 3 ship's going to lock down the Singleton, and then there's another strafe coming in. And ouch. Yeah. Farewell, torpedo bombers. You will be sorely missed. So, let's see. Both sides getting an early capture point. But the fighting's now going to shift over to B because, of course, the control point's now in a different position. Anyone trying to get past this island, which is normally the scene of so much fighting around point C, is going to run straight into a kill box. So the map kind of squeezes the players west as they go.
C6's in real trouble here. There's a Des Moines ahead of him, firing AP.
Yeah, and he's got the Moskva on his right as well. If he smokes, he's going to get radared. Wow, Terror 59 there taking a big hit, but he's lining up on Sneaky Snake.
Wow.
There go the rounds. Sneaky is barely moving. Oh, he was lucky to get away with that. If those shots had been about 20 feet lower, that would have been Citadel City. He's firing AP.
Montana.
Oh, Sneaky takes another solid hit.
Not a good spot to be in.
No, it's not at all. Not with the Montana and the DM looking at him.
AP bombs.
No
HE. There was a fire cause.
Straight high explosive. They actually landed a hit. That's a surprise. But of course, he's going to lose the squadron. Interestingly, Pufka is either... Oh, there's the radar. Pufka's taking a sneaky look. But Sneaky has, unsurprisingly, backed up, and he might have done just enough to get himself out of the way. Lobbing some shells over at the Montana, who's not really in a good position to return fire. High explosive coming down from the Zao, but well, he's burning. And with his Damcon away, that's 30 seconds of pain. Nisha's
getting completely lit up here. He's down to 2,500. He's burning. I think he's going to go down here.
Yeah, I mean, on paper it was a good position, but the moment he didn't kill the Minotaur, he should probably have backed up. or either that or slammed forwards into B, one or the other. Just stopping there made him a very static target and very easy one to whittle down, even bow on. So, point A has gone to ARES. However, their Hindenburg,
Ooh, here
Miotage...
comes the torps on the Hindenburg.
Yeah, well, Shimakaze torps on A, but Miotage has got his turn on.
I think he might just line up straight into it.
He's just lined up straight behind the
Oh,
Shimakaze's
that's-
torpedo. Ooh, that was a solid hit as well.
A little bit decent there.
Yeah, and he's turning back across the track. He might accidentally... Yes,
He
he hits
did?
a second on
Wow.
the bow.
Wow, that's going to be a flood. And he just popped Damcon for the first one, probably, so
And with a snapback on, it's probably run out, and yeah, he is still draining.
probably going to die here just for
Does
that.
does he have a repair party? That's the question.
I don't think that would counteract it in time.
Certainly not with the kind of
And he's
way
still
he's
getting
taking,
close by
and
Montana,
he's
so
still got
dead
shells out.
anyway.
Boom, had it. Wow. I think what happened was he probably thought he was too open on the Montana and the Zao, so he decided to try and angle up again. Forgot the torpedoes were there and just turned back across the track. And paid for it. But 3 seconds later, that torpedo would have missed him.
Now, is Sneaky Snake spotted right now?
No, he is not.
Ooh. Vefred had a perfect shot on if he got spotted at right that moment. But he's
Yes,
back up, so
and
he's now got the island.
well, the Zao's having a look, getting some blind fire on, but not hitting
Quite
anything.
close.
Nishzale is behind cover. He's spotted, but no one's got line of fire to him.
Vefred, the strike's coming in.
Yeah, BSW managing to grab point A, so now 2-1 up. And Pufka
Actually
is
got a fair amount through.
Pufka is
Not the best
inching
shot, though.
into point B, but Vefred, well, he ate. By
Wow.
my count, that's 4. But most of them hit the belt, so either no flooding or he instantly
Two of them
Damconed
hit
it.
the bow, or near the belt, right? Two of them didn't arm in time.
Okay, I must admit I did see 2 hitting the belt, so that could have been a desync, but it might
Right.
also have been enough. However, Sneaky and Pufka are in a slugging match. Pufka just
Oh, airdrop.
bouncing out
drop
of
them?
that. They are, because of course there's no there's defensive fire off the Moskva, but Sneaky
Get hit.
right now is going to eat 1. And again, I don't know, it did flood him.
Heal.
He's popped the new boat button, of course, and I think he's damconned as well. And he's just sneaking his way back into smoke. But if he gets too close to Pufka, yeah, there we go. He'll be in radar range if Pufka pops it. And Lenovo's working down that channel as well and dumping torpedoes. So that's a very firm do not stay here message there.
Arntor's trying to saturate that area a little bit into B.
Indeed. R102's got trouble. Okay, I think he was trying to work up on the Montana of Vefred, but the air group just found him. So right now there's a Pushkola Zao is coming around the corner. That's going to make things very awkward for R102 in a second. He's going to have nowhere to go.
There's the stream of torps. Nowhere near it.
Yeah, I think that torpedo salvo was purely a get out of that channel maneuver.
And the Zao has found the gearing.
Yes, and
Ouch.
Pufka eats 2, and as you say, Pushkola has found R102, so he's going to be running like blazes. Or at least he would be if his engine wasn't knackered and he wasn't trying to go backwards. So unless he's got smoke handy, he is in for a very short and unfortunate end to
Are
this
you going to
map.
take these torps or not?
No, he's got enough clearance there. Good bit of torpedo beat. I just don't think he can artillery beat.
There's the smoke.
And there's
He might have
Puff.
actually taught the Zao here.
Maybe. Zhao's on the
Might get
turn.
quite good.
He's going to eat 1. There may be 2. Yep, 2. Okay. Zhao pays for it, getting a bit bold there. An armor piercing coming down as well. I think that's mostly from the Minotaur, actually.
Yeah,
But
it is.
yes,
He's the only one who's got a shot on.
Pushkola turned away. He might possibly have benefited from getting a bit more aggressive and turning in there.
Meanwhile,
However,
on the very eastern side of the map, the 2 Montanas and the Hindenburg are trying to kill this. Trying.
trying to kill the Conqueror, yes. However, they should
Done a
probably
good
be
job
paying...
there, though.
I don't know. That's some armor piercing coming in. That might be enough. 2,000 health. Yeah, this last
Yeah,
salve
he's
is
gonna
going
burn
to
out.
do the job.
Oh, never mind, man.
Boom. And I know we've said it plenty of times before in the course of these streams. This is how you kill a Conqueror. You focus several ships on it, and you just do so much damage so fast that even the new boat button can't keep
Oh,
up.
Gearing takes a torque whilst he's in his smoke. He's down to about 1,000 health.
Yeah. However, Vifred's closing in as well. Now,
Line drop from the carrier, maybe?
blind drop, definitely a blind drop from the carrier.
Nowhere near.
He's looking for it, but as you say, nowhere near. In fact, he barely covered the smoke. Only 3 of those even traced through it. Vifred, I think, is having a look, but he's more focused up on Nishzail. And if Vifred doesn't watch where he goes, he's going to squeak out in front of this island. And he's going to be right in front of the Mark 17s from the gearing. Never mind the airdrop that's about to come his way. Now, that might actually force him to make a move.
Yeah, the Gearing has dropped the torque, so Fred better get a move on.
Yeah, but he's looking to deal with the airdrop first. But, I don't know, he's accelerating. Oh, no, that is either a kill or he's going to... Yeah, that's a kill shot. Yeah, that's a kill shot. Very nice double team there. Triple team, actually. Nishazel keeping the Montana distracted, while the Gearing set up the kill shot, and Forkis just forced him to move.
Now, where's that Zao?
On the other side of the smoke screen from the Gearing, using the aircraft to spot.
He's now down in like H1, H2. There he is.
Yes, and R102 smoke just ran out just in time for a snapshot from Pushka.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't say that was a massive surprise. However, Pushka is now exposed. He's been firing his guns. The smoke that was shielding the Gearing was also shielding him. And, well...
complete map control now, though.
Yes, Nishka at this point have pretty much got it sewn up. They've actively forced BSW off the control points. They're just hounding Clemson out of the way. Bozhek's taking focus fire as well.
Actually got off very nicely.
Yep, and he's going to hurt. Here comes the next salvo. I don't think Nishka has defensive fire. I mean, at this point, I don't think it matters because those torpedoes are going to drop close enough. They even panicked.
No, they didn't drop.
They didn't drop.
Are they going for the monitor?
You know, I think they might be. I think they might be estimating that, yeah, Nishka's dead, so they correctly said that was a waste of ammo.
They're going to hit him. That might even be a kill. Oh, he backs up just
tracking.
In time.
Okay, he eats 1 on the midsection. That might flood.
It did flood him, so he's popped Damcon.
Right,
now,
but
can the Zao blind fire him, or is he spotted?
He's blind firing, but because the Minotaur is leaning on the trigger and rolling his broadsides, the Zao knows exactly where to aim.
Zao can't hit that though. Arc's too flat.
And he's behind the island, but of course now the Minotaur can't fire over the island either, so that's a stalemate for the moment. And while Pushka is putting fire onto the Hakuryu, skids past the torpedoes from the Minotaur, and while they've been swapping rounds, the Des Moines is just chasing down the Gearing, pinning him up against the map border, and that's basically a mission kill. As long as Rukovsky can keep contact with Clemson, Clemson can't do a thing to influence the game. And the two Montanas and a Hindenburg perfectly at liberty to just swing through B and reinforce the position. But it's not going to matter. 6 minutes on the clock, and at this point, ARES are 350 points up.
Yeah.
And they're 130,000 health up as well. So, oh, wow. Point blank duel. Snake gets past it. Yeah, but that's not the worst of it. It's going to be a question of who gets the first broadside. Because, well, Snake's angled, but High Explosive does not care about angling. So, Pushkola there takes down the Minotaur. gets himself an approach to B, but the moment he tries to get into B,
Hindenburg's
Harabia
already got his
is
number.
Hindenburg has got his number, and Hindy's not his friend. Sorry, I just had to. 940 health and a fire. Instant damn con, of course, but that's just delaying the inevitable. And armor piercing come down.
Which
Just needs a
means it's
superstructure hits. Wow. I think he was expecting Pushkola to turn hard out.
Yeah.
Not to skid back in like that, but he's gone broadside now, and this is going to be it. Boom, and that is game. So, Ares take the first one in convincing fashion, despite the unorthodox map rotation. And you know what? I don't actually mind that.
Yeah,
It's
that was interesting.
I mean, it works. It doesn't crash anything. And it's good to see it mix up a little. So that's something we might have to consider adding into the map rotation for King of the C7 on a more official basis. But we'll see how that goes. Anyhow, setting up for Ares v BSW Game 2. Of course, at this point, BSW are fighting to save the match. And, well, we'll see. Next map, of course, is Trap Tournament Domination. So back to the correct map allocation this time. So, what do you think? Textbook or irregular?
I'm going to assume textbook again.
Right, so we'll be looking at BC from the southeastern team. And, probably BC from both teams, actually, because AB, as we've said, going to A tends to take you out of the game for too long and make it too dangerous to get back across into B.
Thing is, yeah, this actually, yeah, BC definitely looks like the Ares side, I think.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'm not seeing any changes in the lineup. So neither side, certainly BSW don't seem to be adjusting their team composition. I don't know if Ares are changing any of theirs.
We've got a bit of a change, yes.
Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. I find it interesting that Ye Yang is not quite replacing Gearing as a destroyer in the meta. I felt sure that was going to happen, purely because it's got more or less the same gunnery and packs those deep water cruiser and battleship killer torpedoes. People seem... I don't know whether it's that people just haven't ground there yet in numbers, or if people just prefer the slightly more flexible torpedoes on the Gearing.
It might be more flexible torpedoes. There's another bonus for Yue Yang, the smoke. It might not be long-lasting like American, but you can get it back up so quick.
Yeah, and I suppose the other thing, of course, is that Gearing can pack defensive AA.
That might also be a thing.
Yeah, because then again, you'd think the cruisers would still be holding lead on that because they're not mutually exclusive with radar. They're in different slots, so you can take radar and DFAA quite easy, or spotter plane and DFAA if you've been watching too many Euro videos of late. But, well, let's see where this goes. Okay, BSW are ready. Ares are almost ready to go. Sneaky just raised a flag there for a second, but... Okay. Right, okay, we are seeing ready signals. Game is on. So also probably is the computer deciding to taunt me again.
Okay, double midway, huh? Okay, this is our first midway or midway duel.
Yes, I'm just waiting for the computer to stop taunting me. And I'm client, I don't need this. There we go. And as you say, midway on midway, highly unusual, especially since we saw a Hakuryu from 4KISS in the last match.
Yes.
Other than that, I don't... Oh, wow, both sides have only dropped to one destroyer.
Yeah, Ares is going heavy on the Hindenburgs.
Nothing wrong with that. Hindenburgs... Actually, I'm surprised we don't see more Hindenburgs. she is a very, very solid tier 10 cruiser.
Yeah,
But
her firepower is kind of unmatched.
yeah, I suppose the downer is that she doesn't pack radar.
She doesn't bring much utility to the table. If you want just some focused firing, get 2 Hindenburgs on target, it will wish it was anywhere else. But when it comes to any form of spotting or utility for the team, it's kind of limited.
Yeah, I mean, its party piece, of course, is that spectacular Hydro set. But you have to get so close to use that that, well, yeah. Oops. Anyhow, let's see what's going on. And, okay, looks like we've got some battleship on battleship lewd going on over this side. I'd say it's mostly a BC split, but with the current traffic jam, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yes, looks like we've got 2 Hindenburgs heading towards A. So,
Okay.
but then the rest of the team seems to be heading towards BC.
And
The more they're making a
Clemson,
break straight for the gap at B.
interestingly, Clemson's popped his smoke. I don't know whether that was just fat finger syndrome or if he deliberately meant to lay an early cloud to cover the approach into B. No one
I
seems
think
to
this
be...
might be deliberate.
Maybe. No one's
Maybe a
taking...
little early, but it's going exactly... It's going in a pretty decent location.
No one's taking advantage, though. Fighters closing in, shutting down the torpedo bombers for the early spotting. Right, so we've got one Des Moines rolling towards A. The problem is if he does pop the smoke there and then comes to a stop, you've got that Des Moines at radar range. Well, on the other side of the map now, he's not quite in radar range. He's 12 kilometers away. But potentially, that could backfire on them. So we're just going to have to see. Rakovsky there poked a little bit too far ahead. And, well, he managed to duck away and avoid the worst of it. But,
Takes about 6,000 in that process.
like I said, managed to dodge the worst of it. But Point B just went to BSW. So they've got the early edge there. Hindenburg...
Fighter duel currently, very even. Oh,
Oh,
strafe miss.
strafe missed, but the question is, are we going to see a back strafe? Yes, we
Oh,
are.
back strafe,
but
yep.
Vorjak there got a little bit
Another
aggressive.
strafe.
Another back
Ooh,
strafe.
lot there.
Yeah, that I think just may have swung it in favour
However,
of
all
Forkis.
this is
However,
happening for Des
he
Moines,
went
so-
into the flak envelope from Des Moines, and ouch, that did not take
And the
very
carry out
long.
Montana all helping out there.
Yeah. However, Terror once again pushed forward and took a solid beating to pay for it.
Now we're already down about half health.
Yeah, 36,000, and he's got a burn, and he's not controlling it either. And Montana does not have the world's best bow arm. He was lucky not to take more there. More high explosive coming in as well. Battleship Moskva, for all the jokes, does not really have the bow armor to play like a true tier 10 battleship.
No, it doesn't. Montana Salvo coming in.
27,000,
A little bit.
26. He's popped his repair party, and there's either the burnout or the dam con. I think it was a burnout. However, Point C has gone to ARES, and they're looking pretty hard at Point B. The Des Moines had to turn off. Lenovo there ducking away, and in the process essentially surrendering any prospect of stopping the cap of A. Right now it's down to that one salvo of torpedoes that are coming in through the channel, and, well, they're probably not going to get there in time to make a difference. So at this point, ARES are going to be 2 control points up, but the deployments are relatively even. R102 again getting caught. Now, he's been caught by aircraft. Has he popped his defensive fire? That's
Oh,
the
we now
thing.
see the torpedoes on the 2 Hindenburgs.
Yeah.
Dodge.
Okay.
And, oh, no, this is dodge. One
Yeah.
back Hindenburg.
Okay, torpedo bombers
Very high
abruptly backing off. I think R102 may have popped his defensive fire there. He certainly popped his smoke.
Oh,
So-
Terror is getting chunked hard.
Yeah, Terror again.
I think an airstrike got and then the
Boom.
Montana overmatches. I think that overmatched Stern, actually. Wow.
Yes, and Vefred also taking a torpedo from that airdrop. Problem is, of course, Vefred is now on his own, trying to provide denying fire into B. So,
Burning
right.
hard, and I think he might even have a flood there. I can't tell if it's just the fires that came down or a flood as well.
Well, regardless, he's got at
Might
least
just be fires.
he's got at least 2 and possibly 3 fires going. So he's in pain no
Oh,
matter
one of the Hindenburgs
what.
has been chunked all the way. Wow.
Yeah, Pufka there looking for some early damage, taking out one of the southern Hindenburgs. BSW have actually managed to get a pretty solid force down into Point A, to Des Moines and the Gearing. And right now, Arabia de Gers is all alone, and the Des Moines are tripping over each other. I don't know if something's happened to Pufka. They managed to disentangle from each other, and that's a key point.
Bethred's super low. They have currently spotted him. I think at least a Hindenburg has a shot on him. I think the Montana does as well. That's Hindenburg HE. Starts a fire. Montana AP and Hindenburg HE coming at the same time now.
Yeah, and Vefred at this point really has got nowhere to go. He had to let those 2 or 3 fires burn out. And he's managed to duck kind of into a defilade against the battleship AP, but the cruiser AP is slow enough that it's not being fooled. And oh, there's another fire. Now, if he can't dam con or repair party, he's got repair party, I think. Maybe not.
He used it to get up to as high as he was.
Yeah, I think it just ran itself out.
His dam con is definitely out. He's put out 1 fire from Hindenburg already. Can the Hindenburg get that second fire?
The other point is that the way he's backing up, Arabia will have a shot on him. So if Arabia is watching that and not the 2 cruisers... I think he's a bit too
concerned about the fact there's a Des Moines charging him from the rear.
Yes, I was going to say the Des Moines that's currently behind him might be more of an issue. But, well, ooh, those rear guns on the Hindenburg, if he stays angled like that, he could potentially win a DPM race. But the Novo's angling up as well, starting a cap into
Gearing's opening fire as well.
Yeah, Arabia at this point, right behind him. Pufka is really not doing very much of anything at the moment. At this point, Arabia would love to get his torpedoes away, but in order to do it, he's got to turn out so far that the Novo is going to have a solid shot into his citadel. So he's going to be relying on his armour to tank it, and, well, the Novo's gone for high explosives, so that's going
Arabia's opening up the angle now.
Yeah, I think he's trying to do it, but he's also going to have to turn hard starboard, because Pufka's coming around the corner, and, yeah, hello.
Oh, yeah,
airstrike, multiple fires, Des Moines AP,
boom. He has the torpedoes off to saturate the channel. I don't know if he's going to hit or not.
Probably not. Pufka's got the momentum and the steering to get out of the way of that salvo. So right now 2 points to 1 in favour of BSW, and they're losing the health game badly, but they're not that far behind.
SB. They're having a gearing going. They'll soon start.
Yeah, on control points, and right now R102 and I believe it's Sneaky Snake, who is still in fact on. No, it's Rakowski.
Oh, is going to take this torpedo in the bow?
Taking a look at point B, which will let them swing the control game back.
Oh, he's been forced to run aground as well. U-boat button, but he's now run aground whilst trying to dodge that torpedo.
Yeah, Super Garage, ducking for cover, takes a solid hit into Boziek. So Boziek's Hindenburg, less solid than it was, but he's going to have that island cover in a couple of moments. And if nothing else, he can break line of sight. Super Garage there, taking some high explosive barrages. No fire, critically, so...
Ultima is just a shooting gallery at this point. Des Moines, Hindenburg, and all have perfect shots on the broadside. He's not moving very fast. Tries to get off the island.
In fact, he's backing up. As you say, he ran himself aground. I don't think that was an intentional Motzer, but not a good position to be in. And ARES have just swung point B back. Wow, that's a second fire on Orshava.
He's already used new boat buttons, so I think he's...
Yeah, and he's still got too much to come fire. He's not going to survive this. And in fact, if he doesn't turn port now, he's actually going to ram Boziek. There we go. Trying to bolt for cover, but couldn't make it work. The new boat button, once again, proves that sustained DPM is all you really need to get rid of it. However, Super Grej goes down again to a sustained pounding from the cruisers. So, still 6 kills to 5. Well, 5 kills to 4 once you strip us out. But there's an 80,000 health deficit, and R102's been caught as well. He's going to have to run out.
Getting hit hard.
Yeah,
he's going to escape? Not
he's
sure
going to have to run for the salvo. He's clear of the gearing. There's the smoke, but that's not what was spotting him. Parker looking for the kills, but, well, R102's got his wriggle on. And if he gets just a little further...
Gearing towards hit, no, won't take him out.
Yeah. And gearing himself, Clemson, if he pushes any further forward, he's going to be in front of Rakovsky's guns. Smoking up, dumping torpedoes. And Rakovsky might be taking the bait here. There's an airdrop coming in on the gearing.
And the airdrop spots the torpedoes, at least one salvo of the torpedoes.
Yeah, and Clemson at this point is accelerating as fast as he can. I think he's just going to scrape clear of the airdrop, which he did, but that's forced him out of his smoke.
He's going to take one. No, he doesn't desync.
Desync, absolutely. Torpedo goes behind and into the island. He was lucky there. If he hadn't turned the way he had, then that would have been another torpedo and probably a flood. And he's not controlled that burn, so I think his damcon might be on cooldown. However, Point B is back in contention.
The problem here, though, is Pafka getting shot at by the Hindenburg here. ARES still has a Montana, so they still have a lot of armor, and a very healthy Montana at that, so opening fire at Clemson now. See the battleship AP in effect.
Absolutely. Anders, they're looking for the railgun shot. Didn't get it. Clemson wasn't quite angled enough.
Midway bombs coming in. Are these AP?
Well, we're about to find out. No. Here's the thing, however. If Pafka goes around the corner and tries to get Rakovsky, he's going to eat at least one solid broadside of AP.
I don't think he can stay there. Montana is going to come around that corner very, very soon. And he's intentionally beaching himself in this location as well, so...
Yeah, I mean,
if that gearing goes down, the Montana can just push right through and kill him.
Yes, and the problem is that unless Clemson can break contact, he's got his torpedoes away trying to deny the channel. But Andrzejkowski is going to have anticipated those. I mean, he may decide he can just ride one hit and force the channel.
He's got 70k health. He can probably afford to take at least one.
Yeah.
There he's spotted.
In fact,
for gearing first, maybe, or is he going to go straight for Des Moines?
I think
going for gearing first.
He's going for the gearing first. Put down the most threatening target. Now the back guns can hit the Des Moines.
Oh, here comes a very nice strike.
Yes. Oh, and in fact, he might have fatally miscalculated here. That's going to be 10 torpedoes.
Oh.
Okay, that was a full health Montana. Now it isn't.
But can he get the kill? Yes, he can.
Yes, he can. I mean, at that range, stat targets, I mean, the torpedoes wouldn't have hurt matters either. And that now frees up Rakovsky to move into point B as well.
Yeah, Montana might go down here. Although, actually, no, if he keeps going forwards, the Hindenburg won't have a shot, so he'll be fine.
Indeed. The real question is how fast the bombers can rearm and re-up. Because
I don't think time.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but you never know.
I think he's trying to get closer to the Des Moines now, just so they've bunched their AA up.
Yeah. And more to the point, so they can have fighter cover as well. And in fact, the torpedo bombers from Forkis are running straight over Andrzej's flak. Whoa, okay, dive bombs in. Not sure what those did, or even if they were...
They're looping.
They're looping. Yeah. That was a missed run.
There they go. Start fire.
One fire. Not really enough under the circumstances. And Andrzej
takes out the Hindenburg and all that as well.
Takes out the Hindenburg, gets his 4th kill. The only thing left is the Midway.
Can we get a crack?
Can he get a cracker? No, probably not, let's be honest here. Sneaky Snake, well, came out of it more or less intact. I think ARES have got this one in the bag 2-0.
Yeah, it looks like they've got it quite easily. Well, I say quite easily. They were in a bit of trouble there at A for a second. They lost both their Hindenburgs with the double Des Moines gearing push. That had the potential to swing it, but
yeah,
they conserved their health up north, especially the Montana. They conserved the health enough that when it came time to make it a assertive push, even if it meant eating pretty much a full drop from Midway, it was fine. He had enough health to do it. Finished off gearing with front turrets, finished off Des Moines back turrets.
Indeed,
I
and
mean,
that was
how
some
to do it is
that
pivotal.
was some very nice fire control. Bombers are coming back in, but they're going to run. They're not going to meet the Montana they were expecting. They're going to run straight into a fully armed and operational Des Moines.
A Des Moines
with
that's being shot at by a friendly Des Moines.
probably predictable results. And in fact, yeah, there's the DFAA. First squadron was being hammered, and that is game.